Tottenham Hotspur head coach Antonio Conte has spoken out about new signings Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur. He has come out and said that they are good technically, tactically, strong physically, fast and have good engines. Harry Kane on his future and working with Antonio Conte. Referee Mike Dean is to retire at the end of this season, and the Spurs women game was postponed on Wednesday evening due to COVID-19 cases. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Now, Tottenham Hotspur head coach Antonio Conte has been raving about the brand new signings at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur, who of course both signed on deadline day in the January transfer window from Italian side Juventus. Antonio Conte said for sure to come in the way that they did in a short period was positive for us. It's important when you sign young players to understand that the Premier League is very difficult, and before signing new players, you have to check many qualities. Players have to be good technically, you can work to be good tactically, and you can work to improve, but at the same time, they have to be strong physically, fast, and with a good engine. In these two players, we found all of the characteristics for this league. They are still very young. Bentancur is only 24 years old, but he's already played 200 career games. Kulusevski is in the starting 11 of his national team. Don't forget they're arriving from a club where the pressure is already very high. For this reason, they were ready to manage this situation. Now, my thoughts on Antonio Conte's comments about new signings Bentancur and Kulusevski. Completely agree 100% with everything Antonio Conte said there. He seems to be very impressed with them. The fans are very impressed with these two players so far. Bentancur, his last couple of performances for Spurs, man of the match performances for me, certainly. Kulusevski has hit the ground running as well, chipping in with goals, chipping in with assists. These two players have come from Juventus, and as I said on yesterday's edition, if these are the rejects from Juventus, then just give us some more. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club released the following statement on Wednesday morning. We are sorry to hear about the recent passing of our former goalkeeper, Frank Smith, who died on Wednesday, the 10th of March, at the age of 85. He signed professional forms with Tottenham Hotspur in February 1954 and spent the next 8 years playing regularly for the reserve and A teams. He was part of our reserve side, which won the Eastern Counties League on 4 occasions and the East Anglian Cup in 1958. With opportunities to play first-team football for Spurs Limited, he signed for Queen's Park Rangers in May 1962. Whilst on international duty on Wednesday, Tottenham Hotspur striker and England captain Harry Kane was asked by journalists about his future at Spurs, and Harry Kane replied with, "Obviously my main focus is just finishing this season first and foremost." Harry Kane then went on to say, "We are still in the competition for the top 4. I can't control what will happen in the future. It's a big year for everyone, not just me. It's about controlling what I can control and doing what I can do on the pitch. It's important over the summer to stay focused on that and looking forward to a fantastic tournament." Harry Kane was then asked the question, has he spoken to Antonio Conte about his future at Spurs? And he said, "I'm not going to get into personal discussions between me and my manager. My main focus is to finish this season as well as possible. We have a big race to finish top 4. The next 10 games is all I'm focused on." He then went on to talk about his relationship with Antonio Conte and said he's a fantastic coach. We get on really well. He brings ideas to the game, how he wants me and the strikers to play. I've learnt different aspects of the game under him. I feel physically better knowing we train and work hard every day. I feel the benefit of that in how I feel physically and mentally with the sharpness. I'm in a really good place. I'm in really good form, but I feel like I can keep improving, and Antonio will definitely keep pushing me to my limits. I enjoy having someone like that as my manager. Now, my thoughts on Harry Kane's comments. Well, of course, we all want to hear those words from Harry Kane. I want to stay at Spurs. I will be at Spurs next season. But, of course, he's not going to come out and do that. He wants to see that the club is going in the right direction. And I'm sure that he will make that decision in the summer. A lot is going to happen from now until the end of the season. Will Tottenham Hotspur finish in a Champions League spot? Will we finish in a Europa League spot? Or will we finish in a Europa Conference League spot? Or no European football at all? Will Antonio Conte be here? These are probably all of the questions that Harry Kane is asking himself at the moment. And of course, is the club going to go, in the right direction again in the summer? Are we going to fully back our manager? Are we going to be challenging for honours next season? This is probably what Harry Kane, and to a degree, Antonio Conte want to know. A huge couple of months coming up, as Harry Kane said there, a huge couple of months coming up for Tottenham Hotspur pushing for Champions League football. In the last 24 hours, a report was published by Sky Sports confirming that referee Mike Dean will be retiring at the end of this season, but likely to continue as VAR official. In the Sky Sports article, it states that Mike Dean has been a Premier League official since the year 2000 and has gone on to referee 553 matches in total, issuing 114 red cards in the process, famous for his showman-like technique and no-nonsense approach with players. Dean has taken charge of some of the division's biggest games. Also in this report, it says that Mike Dean has issued the most yellow cards, 2,026, and he has awarded 184 penalties during his time as a referee, also a Premier League record. Now, Italian journalist and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has provided a number of updates on players that Tottenham Hotspur have been linked with in recent months. Let's start with Ryan Gravenberch, the Ajax star. He has stated that Bayern Munich are progressing in talks with him. Talks with Ajax are still at early stages. Official bid of 15 million euros plus 10 million euros add-ons paid over a course of a number of years. Not enough yet. Discussions are ongoing. Fabrizio Romano has also stated that Gareth Bale will leave Real Madrid as a free agent in June 2022. Gareth Bale is expected to decide his future in May. A quote from Gareth Bale himself, he said, "I haven't thought about my future at all. Thinking about my future can generate doubts. That's why I haven't done it." Now, in last summer's transfer window, Tottenham Hotspur were heavily linked to Inter Milan centre-back Milan Skriniar. He has been talking about his future in the last couple of days and said, "I think I'm going to stay at Inter. My current contract runs out in June 2023, but I feel Inter Milan will offer me a new deal as they're happy with my performances. I think I'm going to sign a new deal and stay here." Now, my thoughts on those updates from Fabrizio Romano. Well, I've said on this channel so many times, I'm expecting a huge summer for Spurs. I really, really am. I'm expecting that Fabio Paratici, Daniel Levy and Antonio Conte are going to work their magic and bring in a number of decent players. There are a lot of very, very good players out there on free transfers in the summer as well. So hopefully that Fabio Paratici can work his magic because Fabrizio Romano, who has been on this channel many times, certainly last summer when Fabio Paratici was appointed as the director of football at Spurs, he said he is an expert at getting decent players, for free transfers. So I'm really, really interested to see what Fabio Paratici can do. Of course, he brought in the Juventus pair, Bentancur and Kulusevski in the January transfer window. So I'm expecting big things. And Antonio Conte, next season will want to challenge for honours. He will want to put a trophy in the trophy cabinet for Spurs. So I'm expecting big things this summer. On Wednesday evening, the Tottenham Hotspur women were meant to be in action in the Women's Super League away at Chelsea, but the game was postponed. The decision was agreed between the club and the Football Association after a number of positive tests for COVID-19 were returned within the squad. In a club statement, it said a new date will be announced in due course and all existing tickets purchased for the match will remain valid. The health and safety of both sets of players and staff remains paramount. We should like to apologise to everyone at Chelsea and to both their supporters and ours for any inconvenience caused. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.
Hi, I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly prizes that we run on the site. Prizes such as our signed memorabilia, match day tickets, trips abroad and more. Just go to our website www.footballprizes.co.uk.